Is today the second, Tammy?
Did I do my what?
Is today the second?
Yeah. March the 3rd. Insurance people's calling again. I mean, for
All right, all right. I see 3. I see 12. Hello, Miss. Hello, Miss Beverly. Hello, Miss Missy. How's all the pretty women doing tonight? All right, come on now, come on. It's hung on 12. Happy Clipper. Hello there, Happy Clipper. Hello there, Missy. Hello there, Miss Sherry, that likes to cut grass. Need to get you and Tammy together. I might could make some money off of y'all. Tammy likes to cut grass too. And y'all, it's not no. I don't have a lot to talk about, but I mean I don't need a lot. Hello there, Miss Patty. Hello there, Poem Wife. Hey, Poem Wife, I've been thinking about that. You talking about that generator that comes on when your lights goes out. I meant to look that up. Not that I'm gonna buy one, but I wanted to look that up and see how much it costs. Hey, Miss Myrtle, just out of curiosity, I do stuff like that. Hey, Miss Michelle. Hey, Mama. Hello there, Miss Helen, most beautiful woman in the world. I've been thinking about you today. I'll get back to you in a second. So I was thinking, are you the one that bought me them red bedroom shoes? I was looking at them today. Hey, Nicole. I was looking at them today. And I thought you was. Hey, they still good. I thought you was the one that bought them, but I think this is my second pair. Did you buy 2 pair? I don't need none of that. They still good. They look a little rough, but they still good. Hey, it's been kind of quiet today, y'all. I figured I'd jump in there. Hey, drummer son, don't you go missing no more. I figured I'd jump in here and let y'all holler at your friends. I'd talk to you. Oh yeah, I got a video here I can play. I forgot about that, y'all. I did hear somebody talking today. And they was talking about YouTube, and like I went to school 4 years for. Yeah, I feel pretty good, Michelle. Well, I got a 13-year education, YouTube education. That's hard to beat, ain't it? And boy, I studied too. Y'all, what we're looking at here is, we was down at the river. I actually talked to Brother Tammy Hodges tonight. And I said, man, you gonna go by? Hey there, Miss Tina. I don't think I've missed nobody yet. Hey, he just ain't quite with the program. I don't know what to think about y'all. Somebody that goes off 2.5 hours from home and goes fishing in the morning and goes back to the motel and lay up till dark. I don't know, you reckon he got a bunch of wild women with him, y'all? Well, I was listening to somebody a while ago, a little bit earlier today. And man, they was saying some stuff, boy, that wasn't right. I mean, that wasn't right. I don't mean it wasn't facts, is what I mean. So Tammy said, I'm just trying to help him out. Tammy's over here. She's holding the recliner, y'all. She, hey, KK. And she's holding her phone. Playing her game. Her second game. Telling me what to say. Yeah, it ain't much happening today, has it, y'all? I don't know why it is in there. I don't know why that, I kind of don't, the earlier you do your video, y'all, the better off you are. But I just kind of don't come alive until night. You got to be in the mood a little bit. And it seems like I don't get in the mood, Yeah, she's holding it down. She's outside working today. Rained all day here. It looked like it was going to rain all day here, and it never did. I was in the car a while ago. I went to do some detective work. Yeah, I've been seeing them commercials for a while. I went doing some detective work in the car, y'all. For somebody. We love her. Yep, Tammy, she's a pretty good old gal, y'all. Oh, it's been a long day for me. I had to go to town. I hate going on the first week of the month. Oh, is that what it is? I hate going any day of the week. Where's Stephen? He's somewhere fishing. He's he went fishing. Him and Bentley went fishing. They with some more people. I don't know if they want their name mentioned or not, but I think Hollywood's up there and Stan's up there. I went to town too. Yep, Tammy goes to town about every day. Yeah, I was watching somebody earlier, yeah. And they said that they had 10,000 hours watch time and YouTube took them away. I said, what? To myself. Said YouTube made him start all over again. Oh, I see a beautiful woman there telling Q-Berry, hey, Q-Berry might have slipped in there. I didn't see her. Y'all don't know about that. YouTube taking $10,000 watch time away. I don't know about that. And I also heard something else. Same man. Always y'all seem to be listening at just the right time. Somehow or another. Sometimes I go over there and see who's on this channel. Just being nosy. But I heard him saying some stuff that didn't sound right to me. Yeah, I don't know, Tina. Said they took monetization away. He got to start all over again. That's what he was saying. And he took a bunch of mods off his channel. Making everybody a mod, I mean, y'all don't realize it. But making everybody a mod is kind of a gimmick. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a minute for him, wife. Oh, was Heck Down in there? She slipped in there too. Hello there, Heck Down. Tammy's supposed to be helping me, y'all. You go to a channel where everybody's a mod. That's, I mean, I can tell you what that is, but I can figure out how to turn it into words. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to think of, yeah, it ain't I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. I'm trying to think of how it is. They go to a channel where they all mods. That creator's trying to get them in there to help build a crowd. And it ain't a good idea, y'all. I'll tell you why too, you know. But it's kind of get them to hang around and they can put their links in there, you know, to their channel. And the creator's kind of doing that as a gimmick to get them in there. In other words, you come in here, I'll make you a mod, and you can tell everybody your channel and understand, y'all, you know what I mean? Everybody thinks this stuff's easy. And they just think people don't see their stuff. And, you know what I mean? That ain't true. And, man, you know what I mean? You got to understand, if you got a 3-hour video and the average view duration is 3 minutes, YouTube ain't gonna put that video out there, y'all. I mean, you know, if the video ain't no good, YouTube ain't gonna sport it around. Thank you, Miss Missy. That's mighty nice of you. I got a super chat.
Go, Missy. Go, Missy. Go, Missy. Go. Yay. Okay,
yeah, thank you, Missy. You see what I mean? Your video's got to be a certain amount have good watch time before they'll put it out there. And the better that watch time is, hey, you heard Tammy? The better that watch time is, you know, they'll spread that video out, and then if people watch it, they'll spread it out a little further. If them people watch it, then they'll spread it out further. I mean, YouTube know what they're doing. And
they hurt my cheek.
yeah, they heard you, Tammy. And people think it's easy, you know. And somebody asked me, I think last night, y'all, hey Molly, well, somebody asked me last night, if YouTube's so hard, why is everybody making a channel? You know what I mean? That's really a good question. That's really a good question. I mean, I can tell you how it was in Six Flags. We went up there and ringing that bell in Six Flags. Me and my buddy was up there ringing that bell. And me and him, hey, we were about 18 years old. Me and Tammy and my buddy and his girlfriend, we all went up there. And me and my buddy, we was real strong, you know, a lot stronger than the average man, a lot stronger. And we could ring that bell. And just as quick, everybody's trying to ring that bell. We look like youngins. You understand? We look like youngins to everybody. There's a bunch of people standing around watching. And just quick as one person put that hammer down, somebody else pay. And they walk over there. And we stood around there about 30 minutes. They didn't nobody else ring that bell. But me and my buddy could ring it. And, you know, I mean, they think they can do it. You understand that? They think they can do it. They end up there doing, you know, like trying that because, I mean, they think they can do it. You know, I mean, I ain't knocking nobody. But I can tell you this right here, it's tough. And they say on YouTube, they say it's easier now than ever. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Not at all. But that man said he was making everybody moderate, and that's to get everybody with channels to go in there, you know. Kind of like bribing them to go in there. And he said people was blocking people. And I mean, you know, I ain't saying they wasn't. Hey, me, Ma. I ain't saying they wasn't blocking people. But you can't have, you know, you can't have strangers being moderators. And here's the part right here that I've been getting to. So he said they were blocking people. And the people that was blocked was regular viewers. And they called him up and said, I don't see you no more. What happened? He's telling them they got blocked. Now listen, if I block somebody or you block somebody, they can still watch. And they can still be a subscriber too. So I think they was lying to him about, I've been looking for you. You know, he says, they say, I've been looking for you and I can't see you. Hey, thank you, sweet Jeannie. Hey, Tim, you might better do a cheer now.
Uh-oh. Go, Jeannie. Go, Jeannie. Go, Jeannie. Go. Yay!
Yeah, thank you, Jeannie.
You don't let me miss the super chat.
Thank you, Jeannie. You see what I mean? They telling them they can't find him. If they can't find him, I promise you they're not looking for him. But he's on there telling everybody the reason they can't find him is because somebody blocked them. And blocking somebody don't stop them from watching. Only thing blocking does is it stops them from chatting. They can still watch. There's plenty of people that's blocked that still watch. Plenty of them. Plenty of them, y'all. Plenty of them. That wasn't right, he's wrong. I don't know why he's saying that. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Um, you know, like I say, y'all, you can be a subscriber that gets blocked. And I know some that have. But they got on here drunk or something, And there's more than one person. They can't make up their mind whether they like you or not. One day they like you, one day they don't. They say something, get blocked, but they can still watch. And he's telling them that he's saying they can't find him. I didn't know that. I know on double T, if you're blocked, you can't even watch it. Are you saying that you can't watch it if you're blocked? Somebody, Nicole. Because I don't know nothing about the double T, Does anybody know about that? Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. But sometimes you wish, when you block somebody, you wish they couldn't even see your channel. And some of them, I actually think the way YouTube does it is actually a pretty good idea, to make it where they can still watch it. They just can't comment. Danny, I was on another person's live twice now, and it cannot see one chatter. Comments neither. Hey, read that for me, Tammy.
Another person live twice now and cannot see not one chat comment. Neither of us block each other.
The whole channel, for a while? You couldn't see nobody? I'm trying to get that in my head. Neither of us blocked each other. That can be YouTube, But I'm going to tell you something. There's people that block and do stuff like that and, and then say, I didn't block you, It might be Michelle. Yeah, it really might be but he had everybody a moderator, people he didn't know. I stood around there and watched, about 10 minutes up until he quit talking about it. He said that people was blocking people. I don't know about that. And what he said. But I can tell y'all this right here. If you are a moderator, you can click these little three dots on the side where you see block. Now, you might see report or block. But a moderator sees something different. They can go to that person's channel. And he said that's what they was doing. You know, going to other people's channel, and he was saying then they would make them a moderator on his channel, and I don't know about all that stuff he was saying. I don't know about any of it he was saying. Didn't all sound right to me. I think YouTube blocks a comment. It happened to me. I made a comment and posted it. Would not show in the comment. Hey, that's true there, Tina. Sometimes you can make a comment that YouTube will take out. But I think you can change it in the settings. Either them. Hey, if I missed everybody, y'all, Teresa, I know I didn't speak to you. But hello there, Teresa. Thelma. That ain't Teresa, that's Teresa. The way she spells her name, y'all ain't quite got used to that.
They pretty cool about whatever you call them.
Yeah. But I think you can change that in the settings. Y'all, you know, in your settings. I think it might like have no comments and then mild and then, so, you know, like 2 or 3 things you can choose, you know. Oh, if it is AI doing it, you know. I mean, if they think you done something, you know, if they just misunderstand, you know, what you said, you know. And it used to be a lot worse than they are now, y'all. You know, Grandma was talking about the other night. I made a video and I showed how to cut up a chicken. And that video was not suitable for advertisers. You know, man, I mean, YouTube, they give us a fit about that not suitable for advertisers. I mean, hey, they carried on that for a while. And if they do, you won't make no money on that video. And I mean, you don't make much anyway, unless you got real big channel. This right here is not a big channel, y'all. I ain't somebody that cries on people's shoulder, but this is not a big channel.
It's a just right channel.
Tammy said it's a just right channel. You know, for my, if I was looking at them, well, yeah, I better say this right here first before I move on. Hey, Tony. Yeah, you can have a bad moderator, y'all, and they can put the hurting on you. Because what is a big channel?
Grandma.
Grandma's pretty big. Grandma's pretty big. You don't see that many people on. You know, I've been noticing a lot of people going live, you know. People I've never seen. You don't see all that many people on people's live. But that stuff's kind of all according. And it's a lot to do if you're vertical or horizontal. And I mean, man, I am telling you, if you are vertical, they will, the people popping in there for 30 seconds and leaving, they will ruin your channel. I know that's the reason I'm not vertical. I mean, they'll mess your average view duration up real bad. And people popping in there for 30 seconds. And they got to stay in there for 30 seconds for it to count. But just say they stay in there for 1 minute. And and leave. And it's probably what a lot of them do. Just see what you're talking about. People's very impatient. And see where y'all know all of us and Grandma. And if I say Stephen, y'all know who I'm talking about. If I say Bradley the sheep, y'all know who I'm talking about. So y'all are familiar. But like somebody coming in new, they don't, they don't know half of what we talking about. They don't know Cody. You know what I'm talking about. And it's hard to come in and get adjusted. All right? Say you're vertical and you make a 3-hour video. And one person goes in there and watches for 30 seconds. Or just say 1 minute. They go in there and watch for 1 minute and leave. That means your average audience retention will be 1 minute. You have 2 people do it. It'll still be 1 minute. If you have 4 people go in there and watch for 1 minute, it'll be the average view duration is 1 minute. It don't add up. And that's what I talked about it a lot, y'all. I mean, there's so many people coming in there. I mean, they'll mess your channel up. You know what I mean? You might look and say, hey, they got 2,500 views. But I mean, they don't make much because they don't make very much. They make hardly nothing because the vertical mess your average view duration up. Your average view duration is everything. That's what YouTube goes by to pay you. And the better that video is, the more they'll show it. And if the video ain't good, they'll hide it, Danny, what do you think about someone going members only for a month? Fee for special events. I deleted my subscription from everyone that tries that. Well, I mean, there's some people buy a white card and there's some people buy a black card from them, son. But I mean, big channels can do that and get away with it. They've, like Grandma, there's people that love her, I ain't too much about the member thing myself. There's people that would, I guarantee you, would pay to watch Grandma. And, but I don't care for that. I don't I mean, that ain't me, you know. That just ain't me. I don't think it's a good idea anyway. You know, if you members only, and how you gonna get new subscribers? But it's like a money making thing, you know. YouTube loves it. They get some of the money. It's a money making thing. And they can do a video 5 days in a row, and on the 6th day make that video for members only. There's people that'll do it, you know what I mean? There's people that'll pay for that one video. They will on Steven's. They will on his. I don't think they would on mine. And Tammy says she don't think they would on hers. But
I don't want members on it. I want the whole world.
Hey, it's rough business, y'all. I mean, I've been doing about 13 years now. Grandma has too, about the same time as me. I mean, you know, right close to it. Probably took her 3 or 4 months for me to get her to monetize her channel. She didn't want to. She seen that ad pop up there and she said, no. See, it starts out. Here's the way it starts out, y'all. You actually just honored that somebody wants to watch your video. And you're happy that somebody wants to watch your video. And then, you know what I mean, they want to watch another when you come out with another. But then they throw the money in there and say, whoa, I can make money. And then they want the money. You know what I mean now? You know what I mean? Everybody wants money, y'all. I mean, everybody wants to make money. But here's somebody talking about they don't care about making no money. You know, I don't know what to think. Everybody wants to make money. Even if they got a bunch of money, they want to make money. It ain't wrong to get on here, y'all, and make videos and make $20. It ain't wrong to make $20. Where you make the money at, y'all, is the super chats. And I tell you how you make more money than that. If you get somebody to sponsor your channel, and I mean, us, the people like Grandma and me, you know, I got some more channels and stuff, and Steven, they are always sending us stuff, you know, wanting us to promote their product. And I mean, they liable to get on there and tell you a lie about how good something is. Now, they need to take a shower on YouTube. Yeah, I need to. I need to do that, boy, man. She's talking about like that woman doing for the money.
I know exactly what she's talking about.
You see what I mean, y'all? I mean, some videos you see, they'll say paid product. And if you see that, they're not making no money off of YouTube. But YouTube is getting part of that money. You don't get no free pass. You got a sponsor. You can like sneak something in and say Walmart's a great place, like that. But if you sit there like kind of going into detail about how great something is, YouTube catches you. They'll bust your butt. Y'all might not know about it, never be heard about it that much, but people's channel gets took down. There's people's channel got took down from like cheating, They try to get the money from the sponsor and then try to get the money from YouTube too. And if you got somebody that's paying you, you're supposed to turn it off in your settings on YouTube before you make that video. That is a paid product. But and I mean, must be, I really think that that's where the big people make the money. And here's something y'all don't know about. You got to be pretty advanced just to kind of be where you can think about it. But that antenna man, I made a video about him on Southern Ideas. Y'all might not know, but a company would send him an antenna. And he'd get it on his show and he'd make a YouTube video and say it's great and talk about it, for 20 minutes. And then if it was a good video, that company that made that antenna said, hey, you know what? This guy doing a good job on my selling my antenna. I think I'm going to buy him some views. Are y'all with me? And they went outside of YouTube. They went outside of YouTube in another country and bought him views. Because he's selling them antennas like cotton candy. And they got him too. He was broken-hearted, boy. The money he made, they cut him. First, when YouTube caught him, like YouTube don't care if you done it or somebody else done it. You understand? You can't sit there and blame it on somebody. They don't care. They don't care who bought the views. You can't do it. You can go through YouTube and you can promote your video legal through YouTube. But if Helen Stewart gets on there selling them red shoes I got, talking about how much I love them, and then the shoe company sees her on there saying it, they say, hey, I'm fitting to spend $20,000 on her some views. And what they do is, I don't really know exactly how they do it, but they'll make that video where the average view duration is real high. And YouTube says, dang, this is a good video. And they start spreading it out. They start spreading that video out. And it may be a good video. It really might be a good video. But whenever they take it and run it through that process, make it have real high audience retention in, it's double good. You know what I'm talking about? Benny, I learned a lot from you, but can't always remember it. You can go to a website and buy them, Tony. People do it all the time. But I mean, you get caught, you know. I mean, if you can legally do it through YouTube, you know, you ain't getting nowhere. You don't get paid for it. You got to pay them to do it. And it's basically like the same thing as somebody going vertical. You know, I mean, that YouTube's showing it to people that don't want to see it. And the vertical thing, they showing it to people. You know, I mean, them people coming in there, man, like flies. And it's amazing to me how they can get them people to come in there. They stay for 1 minute and leave. Me, Tammy, and Stephen, we're 100% legal. I know some, well, I think I know two people I know three. Well, I know two that, like, right here, kind of close to us, y'all, that bought subscribers. Right here, close to us. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't too far outside of our circle. And one of the women, I don't even think she even knows that somebody else bought her subscribers. They say, well, how did they do that? They got her login information, and they can go in same way I go into Grandma's YouTube account right here on this laptop. They can do it from their house. If you know the log information if you know the login information, and then they can go in there and buy subscribers. And that's what it was. It's not the woman doing it. It's a man that's doing it. That we don't think she realizes that he's doing it. We don't think he told her. But I'll tell you how to know. Hey there, Kathy. I'll tell you how to know. If you go in there and watch somebody with 10,000 subscribers and they got 100 views, something's wrong. You know, if you got 1,000 subscribers, that don't mean you're going to get 1,000 views. Grandma's got, what, 270,000? She'll get about, 6, 7, 8,000 views, on a live. Y'all, it's not no skin off of our teeth. Who cares? I don't think I'll lose no sleep over it, but, you're being misled, I ain't gonna mislead you. But, somebody was telling me about this woman that come from Grandma's channel. Recent. Like last night. Let me get y'all straight. There's a woman that come from Grandma's channel. There's actually two. But the particular one I'm talking about, she come from Grandma's channel. She's got, I think, 11,000 subscribers. You go over there and watch. You got 1,500 views vertical. That probably means if you get 1,500 views vertical, it probably, if you was horizontal, you didn't have all them people coming in there, it might be 400 views. You hear me? Y'all understand? And I told the woman I was talking to on the phone, I said, there ain't no way that woman's got more subscribers than Steven. I said, there ain't no way. And you know what, y'all? There ain't no way this woman has got 11 or 12,000 subscribers. You know what Tammy got here? About 6,000? You know, you look at her videos, got 1,500 views, 12,000 subscribers, 1,500 views, but they vertical views. There's a difference. So I talked to Steven today. Never let someone else control your channel. You got that right. My thing might go blank here for a second. Let me try to remember something here, y'all. What I'm saying. That's one of my videos there. I'll play it. Let me regather my thoughts, y'all. Wait a minute. Ooh, Lord. In my back, y'all. I clicked my way. Okay. Hey, I clicked completely off my program here. Oh, yeah. I remember what I was saying that. Took me a minute ago. So I was talking to Steven today. And, you know, I was saying he got 200. Danny, your voice is on. Okay, thank you for my. I was saying, you know, Steven got 200 subscribers in one day. You know. Hey, y'all, that's pretty good. Get 200 subscribers in one day, that's pretty good. It'll show you each day, you know, you can click on the subscribers and you can see how many you got each day. But I noticed the line was real high one day. And I clicked on it. He said, you know, he said, I heard you talking about that. He said, I went back and looked at that. He said, it was 287 that day. 287 people, y'all, that one day, and it was on a Monday. I remember that. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll probably see Steven big time, you know. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of that there. Let's see. I might have to call Grandma. And I got it, y'all. Hey, I'll get us another video up there in a minute. Tony, I banged on the windows today. Didn't budge. Oh, y'all, it's everything ain't what it seems. Everything ain't what it seems. I notice YouTube is showing more viewers his videos. Yeah. It's probably because the subscribers is going up so much. Tina. I mean, I really wouldn't doubt Stephen don't pass Grandma. Well, that's saying a pretty good bit. I don't know if he'll do that good. I mean, it might. He probably will, but it might take a while. It will catch you. Well, it took Grandma, 13 years to get 700,000 subscribers. Man, that's almost 1 million subscribers. I mean, that ain't too bad now. But, even with, and you got to understand, a lot of them people's gone, You know what I mean? A lot of them people probably gone to heaven. You know, what I mean? Who knows, But, like I say, she got 700,000 subscribers and she'll get 6, 7, 8,000 views on a live. Yeah, I do. I remember her. Hey, last I heard, and I heard lately, she's still around, Tony. She's got a different name. Talk to me, Tony. Although, yeah, I mean, somebody told me about her a couple days ago. That's good, yeah. She's still around. She's still around, Tony. Right now. I mean, she's still around now. You got a different name. And she might, and I know what the name is, but I forgot. But she don't come in here or Grandma's or Stephen's, There's some that done that, y'all. Let me see if I can pull us up something else to watch, y'all. Her name is Mercy now. You see that there, Tony? Her name's Mercy. But she don't mess with us no more. I mean, there's some people, that cut away from us, y'all, and I mean, that was it. I'm fitting to pull us up another video, y'all, something to look at. Well, I got a video here, y'all, but it ain't but so pretty quick I'm going to be looking for nothing. Give me a second, y'all. I mean, I told y'all, there's some people that left Grandma, and, went out on their own. I just don't know why they turned against Grandma. But I know them all, I know every one of them. Hell, Grandma ain't done it to nobody. All right, here we go. Hey, Elizabeth, make sure we're seeing in the dark. Hello there, Elizabeth. I can name a bunch of them, y'all. I can name a bunch of them. I mean, I understand what they do. I understand what they do, and I just don't know why they, would do it. I just don't know why they do it, I was laughing at Kathy's comment. I mean, I told you everybody thinks it's easy. And they gonna pull out and they just gonna make their own channel. And hell, they think they gonna, in 2 or 3 months, they gonna have 700,000 subscribers, And I mean, it ain't easy, boy. Yeah, what I mean? Hell, man, why burn the bridge, And see, I ain't gonna let them forget it. I mean, I ain't, if they come in there, they better be nice, son. They better be real nice. Like the woman on in the group. Is she pretty? She's nice. She's real nice. They better be nice, boy. Because I will bust them back. I don't know why they got mad with her. I can name them all. Kathy knows them all. You just don't see them, If you know where to look, you can find them, but you just don't see them. There's so many people who don't watch anymore. The audience has changed. Yeah. Well, hey, Elizabeth, good people change their name and stuff. Some people's got 2 names. Tammy, look at that. It'd make you want to go camping there. And, I mean, I don't know why they're 2 names, but most of the gals that's got 2 names, they let me know, so I know who it is, I don't know, maybe, maybe, they might just simply, sometimes you feel like getting on here and chatting, and sometimes you just want to, like, kind of lay low. You know what I mean? Everybody's like that. What in the world is that? 3 boats going up the river, Tam? I mean, I don't know why they turned on Grandma, you know. I remember the first one that done it. And they was in her chat every time she was on. And y'all, I mean, there's quite a few more, you know. Some of them I took down, you know. Some of them I blocked them. Some of them were channels that's on there pestering y'all. You know, you're trying to watch. Dead giveaway, you know, is you're trying to watch the video and just skipping around looking at chat, and there's somebody talking about, did you see me make that cake? Yeah, I know, I mean, you know, wait until you see my next video, and I mean, man, they aggravating and pestering people, you know. And I just, just decided, you know, we ain't gonna have none of that no more. You know, I mean, I don't care who they are. And you know, one man, you know, I actually told him 2 or 3 times. I didn't really want to block him. I didn't really want to block him, but yeah, they trying to do that. Tony says, yep, trying to promote themselves. That's what they doing. Grandma told me somebody was in there doing it, you know, about a week ago, but I didn't see it. If I would, I'd have blocked them. If y'all see them, if you see somebody promoting themselves and basically aggravating, you know, aggravating the people, you know what I mean, block them. But like, when y'all are typing, I know how normal people type, y'all. And you'll be talking about, ain't that pretty? But like somebody else that's got another agenda, they ain't even watching the video. I mean, you can tell it, you know. And, Grandma didn't have no help. She made it. I didn't have none. I made it. Stephen, he didn't have no help, y'all. You know, he would go in there and do videos with Grandma and stuff. You know, I mean, he paid his due, you know. Stephen wasn't. So what I'm saying is Grandma helped Stephen a little bit. But he was also helping her. So, I mean, there's a difference, you know. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's a bunch of people jealous of Steve, and it's unreal. Boy, it's unreal now. You know, he's got a lot of men watching his channel. You can see how many, females is. You can see the ratio of the men and the women. Stephen even got a bunch of men watching his channel too, you know, a lot more than me and Tammy or Grandma, you know. But I mean, they ain't, I mean, I don't know what they're doing.
They checking out all the women on Steve's channel.
Tammy said they're checking out all the women. Hey, boy, either that video stopped or the wind. No, I see the moss there blowing now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we know that, Elizabeth. Man, I don't see how you do it. I can read comments for probably about 10 minutes. And then, you know what I mean? I'm about to have a heart attack after about 10 minutes of reading comments. How can they check out what they can see? How can they check out what they can see? They can't, Helen. They don't know who you are. You know, somebody might see you in chat. They don't know who you are. If you're a big time YouTuber, you know, you can look somebody's name up and find them. But if they not big time, I mean, there's a good chance you won't find them. Because I was looking some people up the other day and I couldn't find them. You know, they had channels 2 or 3 years, or 2 or 3, 4 years. But I mean, their channel is not good enough that YouTube is hiding their channel. I mean, they don't even want nobody to see it, you know. Believe it or not, they don't want you to find it. Hey there, Helena. I ain't seen you in a long time. Oh, as long as their comments are not right and vulgar. Well, I mean, you know, over there on the double T, you know, they younger people over there, you know, and then they, you know, it ain't the same as, you know, our regular crowd, you know. And they just doing it for fun. Whenever they making comments and stuff to Steve, and they just doing it for fun. You asking time them out, and once they see that they not aggravating you, you know, I mean, they gone. You really ain't even got to block them. You know, they ain't gonna hang around. You know. Yeah, yeah, it's a mess. Look at, hey, there's pretty girl, y'all. Let me back that up and show y'all. Remember how I told you how pretty she was? Let me back that up. And look at Lynn Burns, how pretty she was, boy. Look at that pretty lady, boy. I told y'all she was pretty. I like pretty nice girls, y'all. That's what I like. Pretty nice girls. You ain't never heard Lynn get mad. You ain't never seen her blocking nobody. I have seen her block somebody. They need blocking though. Here we go. I don't want to make nobody mad. Say, she ain't that pretty. So it sort of reminds me of young Drew Barry, but Lynn was prettiest. Hey, Lynn's prettier than Drew Barry. I promise you, Lynn prettier than Drew Barry. As far as pretty wise, y'all, if there wasn't no Tammy involved, you couldn't give me Drew Barry, you know. I'll take a woman just like you just seen right there every day of the week. A woman just like that. That's the kind of woman I got there, y'all. She favors you. Yeah, hey Sherry, I seen. You sent a picture one time. Me and Tammy a picture of you. Yeah, Sherry's a pretty woman, y'all. She is, y'all. She's a pretty woman. Yeah, she don't like me to talk about her too awful much. She a little older now. Ain't we all? Look how shallow the river is, y'all. See that sand out there? Inside and out is right there, Catch. That's the kind of woman you want. You don't you don't see a pretty woman. I had a buddy, he'd see a woman, he'd say, I'd marry her. I said, I imagine you probably would. But like, just cause they pretty, it might not mean you want to live with them. I notice y'all that I got a few women I like on the movies. And it hit me the other day that Tammy don't, the ones I like, she don't really like that movie all that much. Uh, hey, y'all know that Diane Keaton? I love Diane Keaton. I bet y'all thought it would be some 20-year-old. I love Diane Keaton. Sure do. Yeah, that's the sportsman club, y'all. I don't know if we ever gonna get back. Tim said it's too near the fourth to go down there. I hear you there, my son. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say that too. I love Celine. I do. I do love her. You know. And there's only a few like that. I mean, well, them's only two I can think of. Really really that I like because I can see stuff in people. Like Drew Barrymore. I seen her on one of them midnight shows. It wasn't Johnny Carson, it's the other one. He's done quit too. But she come in there and jumped on his desk and opened her shirt up. You couldn't see you couldn't see nothing, but he could. She opened her shirt wide open. And I mean, that ain't funny to me. I mean, if it was, I mean, it just ain't funny. I mean, it ain't cute. And see what I'm talking about? I mean, I know her a little bit. There ain't no, she wasn't young or nothing. You can't blame it on being young. It wasn't all that long ago. We might have done some crazy stuff when we was young, but we probably wasn't on national TV. I love her strength as a child in the business. Hey, she was an alcoholic, Jeannie. And she was an alcoholic when she was 12 years old. You might not know her too good there. Hello there, Pamela. You might not know her too good, Jeannie. You think Liam Burns do that? Yeah? Liam Burns came. You like had to tell her on the wedding night, get up and take that off before you get in the bed. Oh, y'all, enough of that. Hey, she'll come back and watch this, y'all. If we had a camper like yours, I think I'd move into it tonight. Yeah, that son of a gun, Kathy. That son of a gun's got the freezingest air conditioner you ever seen in your life. It's got two. You know, it's way, it get way colder than what this house right here does. She was the boss, Helena. When she was 12 years old, she's the boss. But we get in that camper. It's hard to get that air conditioner adjusted right. Then Tammy likes to get back there in that back bed. Don't think she won't get her a couple of blankets and cover her head up. You can't get it too cold for her. But it do, y'all. I mean, it gets it gets too cold to be comfortable, you know. I think when Tammy watches this stream, you won't be watching Diane again. Tammy's sitting right here, KK. She knows I like uh Diane Keaton. Hey, me and Tammy are not jealous people. I had a roofer over here, and his wife was over here. Man, she was jealous of the TV. Man, she was giving her husband a rough time. There's Steven though. Yeah, Tammy, she's got her some coffee and everything. She's over here playing a game. He's looking fine as ever. Hey, that's what everybody says, that he be looking good. Now, most of the women. Danny hides nothing from Tammy. No, I don't hide nothing from Tammy. Tammy can pick my phone up anytime she wants to. I remember Miss Tammy getting up early making you coffee before going to work at the river and going to church. She sure did. She still does there alone. All right, Tony. Yeah, come on back. I've been missing you, Tony, a little bit. That's a solid relationship when you are confident in one another. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I've been here talking on the phone to women. Different times. Late at night, Tammy done gone to bed. She walked through this house. The one I'm talking to never even knows it. And it's on speakerphone, you know. Tammy walked through this house and the people I'm talking to, the women I'm talking to, they never even know that Tammy got up. You know what? Tammy ain't trying to listen. She's trying to get out of here and get back into bed before I say I want her to do something. She has to get up and let the dogs out. You know what I mean? They go in there and aggravate her. And me and Tammy don't have no secrets. We we pretty simple, y'all. We pretty simple. That truck right there, y'all give $1,500 for it. That's the one we got out there now. And I got another truck that I always drive. But you can't pull a pontoon boat with a little truck. And actually, when I bought that truck, I was still in the roofing business. So I would pull the trailer with it and stuff. But, still, we got insurance on it, and Tammy's been using that thing. She's wants to get out there and do some stuff tomorrow. She that little red truck I got, it's got a stick shift and it's parked under the shelter. She want me to get out there and move it. Cause she's wanting to get moved to another part of the shelter to clean up. I don't know if she's gonna do that on video. It's really a little aggravating when you're doing something on video. And that's kind of what's happened to Grandma, you know. You really kind of need somebody talking. Wow. Because you can't hardly work and talk at the same time, you know. Not very good, you know. So I'm going to be hauling garden supplies in that truck by next summer. She's already doing it. She's still working outside. I went somewhere a little bit earlier than that, and I seen she's done some stuff out there I hadn't seen. Very little do I go outside, y'all. And I just hope I can hold on to the cooler weather, you know. But Tammy, she's really tough. Y'all, she really is tough. She'll go out there and I finally got her where she'll come in and rest a minute. I finally got her where she will do that. But her normal self, the way she normally is, hey, I mean, she'll work herself to death, you know. But I finally got her, but told her, I said, girl, come in and sit down a minute. So she kind of does that, you know. She don't sit down long. She'll kind of get her wind back and get her something to drink and everything. She's gone. But yeah, that's kind of what's happened to Grandma, y'all. You know, and I don't know. Maybe we can get it worked out. You know, Tammy's still got a lot of stuff she's doing. You know. Well, let me actually tell you what I was going to say is, man, maybe we can get it where I'm down there with Grandma or Tammy's down there, and if Grandma's doing something and Tammy can kind of talk, you know, or I can kind of talk while she's doing it. And like I say, it's really very hard doing something live by yourself. It's hard. You know, when Grandma made them edited videos, you know, you don't know it, but she moved that tripod 500 times. In a 1 hour video, she moved that tripod 500 times. You don't see her in the edited videos where she's looking at that camera, making sure it's pointing right and everything, and then walk behind it and look, making sure it's pointing. You know, she edited all that out. But if you got somebody that's in there with you, you know, to help you with the camera and walk over there and show something up close and kind of talk and keep it, keep the video going, you know, keep everybody going, you know. Danny, you were right again? What was I right about there, Kathy? But like I say, y'all, Tammy is still doing a lot. And I mean, she just cleaned the refrigerator out, but she's knocking stuff down. And there's actually still a lot to do. And my wife seen, I'm waiting, Kathy. I seen Tammy when she come in here and sat down the other day. I just woke up. Tammy just come in here. Everything. I was right about everything. I like that, Kathy. Thank you. Uh, let's see, where was I at, y'all? Oh, yeah. I got Grandma's laptop open. I was opening up with one eye closed, and Tammy had just sat down, like been in there 5 minutes. I said, something's wrong with Grandma, something's wrong. She went in there, and she don't regret it. She don't mind doing it, y'all. Nobody's complaining. But you would like to get woke up a little bit before you have to go, and at least drink a little bit of coffee. Well, we are used to that. But I mean, she had to get up and haul boogie, down there, and help Mama get straightened out. And it was doing some crazy stuff. It was doing something crazy. Oh, oh, Grandma scheduled a live, then she made another live. I said, Grandma, Tammy, go down there. I said, stay on the phone with me, So me and Tammy was on the phone. Like you don't know that. Like how I'm in the background, but you don't know it. I was on the phone with Tammy. I said, in that live, I said, she has a scheduled video. Because, we was all over there waiting on it, About 100 of us over there waiting on her to start that scheduled video. And I said, Tammy, restart the phone. That's the reason it took so long, y'all. I said, restart the phone, Tammy. I said, in that live, restart the phone. She was vertical. Restart the phone. And I'll delete that vertical live. And you go back in there to the one that's scheduled. And then it's just as simple as go in there and click on it, And Tammy did. And it was showing like the screen where you go live and everything. But the go live button wasn't there. I said, Tammy, shut the phone off again. I said, let me know when you get it shut off. I was waiting for her to shut that phone off and know she had it shut off where I could delete that live because it wouldn't let her make another one. She actually tried to make another one, and it wouldn't let her. I said, let me know when you get that phone shut off. And she said, all right, I got it turned off. And I deleted that live. And then she made a brand new one. I said, just make sure you put it on horizontal. I'll fix the title and the thumbnail and everything else, But I mean, it's something all the time, And but if Tammy gets some of this stuff knocked down, she might go down there and sit with Grandma and she don't mind doing it, y'all. But here's the thing. Oh, it do sound like she might mind. It's just she got stuff that she's like been thinking about, that she wants to do. Weeping Willow, I am Yankee Lady, listening from my back deck in Indiana. Hello there, Weeping Willow. I don't know if you knew or not, but welcome to the crowd there. I said I don't know, pull mouth, y'all. If them camper wheels dry rot on that camper, I'm gonna be the poor mouthest person you ever heard in your life. Because they will, Man, somebody told me I ain't been down to Fort Club in 2 years, and I got to thinking about it, and I think they right. But them wheels will dry rot, and it is just entirely too hot. I go out there, crank the camper up, and drive it. And I need to do that bad. I go out there and crank it every once in a while. But it needs to be cranked again. But not only does it need to be cranked, it needs to be drove. And I ain't what I used to be. And I just could back a boat trailer down a boat ramp, 20 miles an hour backwards in reverse. I can't do it no more. My judgment ain't as good as it used to be. And I'm so fat, I have to look in the mirror and do it, My neck's bad and stove up. And I can't turn my neck around. Make a long story short, I'm starting to sound like that woman that jumps down rabbit holes. She'd be telling you about the time she won the lottery and then wind up telling you about the preacher. But it's so hard to back that camper in there where it's at. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. And Tammy's done put that big old flower bed out there. Hey, I'm about 240 pounds there, Michelle. But, probably what helps me is that's kind of big all over, That's probably what helps me. Oil the tires, is that what I need to do? Helen, oil them. But it's some big bucks, y'all, with them tires that go on them campers. It's some big bucks to. Might have to get Tammy to go to the bank and borrow some money for that now. But them tires that go on that camper, they big money. When we bought that car out there, that Tammy bought, Tammy's over there sitting with them. Tammy likes to go see these people, these elder women. She loves it. That's something she likes to do.
Okay, Hannah Moore. Had your quota.
Y'all here, come in there and kiss me. Sometimes I tell her, I want to kiss you all over and over again till the night closes in. Hey, y'all, it's right close to $4,000 for put tires on that camper. You don't like skinny dudes? Yeah, yeah. I believe that. Yes, we hear you, Spook. She always kisses me goodnight. People, people like, there's a lot of people like talking about, what is she doing with him? You don't have me and all. What's she doing with him? I knew what I was doing when I got Tammy. I knew what I was doing. Let's take a poll, y'all. Y'all like Stephen with long hair or short hair? You got 1 hour to vote. Long hair or short? There's one short. Y'all keep up with it for me now. Y'all keep up with the yeah and the nose. Or short and long. It'll probably be interesting. I see a bunch of shorts. I think he looks cuddly with long hair. He is. He is like that. I've been around him y'all a lot. He looks great either way. Long or short hair, but I do like short. Hey, you leaving, Jeannie? Good night. Jeannie, don't let the bed bugs bite. Carol said, my girlfriend there says short. Hey, I think short is, like wins. Pam says both. Yeah, had to buy camper. If I had to buy tires for the camper, I had to get Tammy to go to the bank. Or like, I might could get one of my rich girlfriends to front me the money. It's one's heart, not the length of the hair. Well, that's the way I feel too there, Alona. But I've heard my daddy say this, a long time ago. I like a woman with some hair on her head. And I've heard him say that same thing. And I noticed like all the women he'd date, they'd have pretty long hair. I don't know Tammy except on YouTube, but I can tell she has a sweet spirit. Yeah. Yeah, Tammy's solid gold, man. Ain't no doubt about it. She's solid gold, boy. When I was young, I was drinking. He said, I ain't going nowhere with you again. Then you're very popular. I don't know about that, Kathy. I talked her into going with us, to the pizza place, some pizza place where you go in there and sit in and eat. We was in there playing football with he's drinking in pitchers of beer. And somebody said, "Hey, throw me a pass." Like drawed back, throw that pitcher of beer, it was empty. And when I throwed it, he put his hands down and like turned around and walked off. That thing busted. James, I ain't never going with you nowhere. She say that every time. She'll say that every time. I always trick her. Except I didn't mean to trick her. But I would start thinking different when after I had drank a certain amount. I would be good for a while. Hey, Sylvia. I would be good for a while, y'all. But wait, we had fun though. But that's kind of unpredictable, I know, Tim was pretty like Lynn, And you couldn't turn your back on her 3 seconds. We used to go to clubs and stuff, some, not very much, y'all, but there was somebody that we hung around with, that he done that, and that wasn't something we liked to do. But we would kind of do what he wanted to do, and a pretty good bit of the time, and hey, if you walked off, there would be a man walk up to Tammy. You know what I mean? She just draws men. Like you wouldn't believe, And that comes with having a pretty woman, y'all. I didn't get mad about it. Well, I have 1 or 2 times. Somebody come up there drunk and hugging her and was, staggering around and everything. I come up there and grabbed him by the throat. Told him some stuff like, you come over here and ask me, can you hug her? And I told him some stuff to try to make him mad, try to make him swing. Nah, they won't do it, y'all. They won't none of them do it. But, you know what I'm talking about. But, hey, y'all, I was at a concert and she got mad and walked off, and I was watching her, I don't know what she thinks she was going to do, but she walked up, we was down on the floor, I didn't ever take my eyes off her because I know Jamie get mad, she's mad. I didn't ever take my eyes off her. She walked up them stairs, and I seen a man come in there and get behind her and started following her. She didn't even know it. I was standing there watching. And it's kind of a big fella too. She walked all the way to the end where the end of the building was. And we all got there about the same time. That guy put both of his hands right beside her head, right up beside the wall. He put his right hand on the right hand side of her on the wall, left on the left side. Like had her face, right there. I walked up there and he ain't never had nobody snatch him down like I did. I said, now get your butt back down here. That guy didn't, he didn't get up and try to break bad or nothing. But it wouldn't have been no good idea. Like, don't care who he is. I mean, we talking about Tammy here. I mean, do men like that actually get women, that like walk behind them and stalk them down and stuff like that? I don't see that too much. I mean, I don't see that being a very good thing. Oh yeah, I looked at her, Tammy. Alone. I looked at her, Tammy. Bunch of times I had my eye on her and she didn't know it. And there's a bunch of times she had her eye on me too and I didn't know it. They wouldn't say they wouldn't do that to you. Tammy was young. We was young, Helen. We was pretty young. It scared her. That dude scared her. I mean, he was so big, that she didn't see me, until I reached up there and snatched him. She didn't even know I was there. I kind of had to run to get there. Well, I stood there and watched her, but when I seen that man get behind her and start following her, that's when I stepped it on up, getting on up there to her. I was like, hey, I'm telling you, like, well, me and crazy about Tammy. I mean, probably still is. She ain't gonna tell me. She knows I'll knock somebody on top of the head so hard it'll bust her tennis shoes. Teresa. You ain't leaving, are you, Teresa? Teresa, a bunch of us is night owls, Teresa. Yeah, good night, Teresa. Thank you for coming in, Teresa. Hey, y'all, we got a good crowd. The chat is healthy. Every once in a while you might hear me get aggravated, but I know better, y'all. I know better than that. But I do that sometimes, get aggravated, Y'all ever been aggravated? The coyotes are yapping out here. Before Stephen moved across the road, y'all, they used to be some coyotes that hung around over there on his land, but you'll never hear them no more. If I can't sleep, I will be back. You want me to call you up about the time you get your eyes closed and say, it's me again, Margaret. I used to do that to some of the women. Aggravate them. And they loved it every minute of it. We kind of had this thing going about it's me again, Margaret, one time, It's me again, Margaret. Are you naked? Hey, I used to love that Ray Stevens, and the reason I know Ray Stevens is on account of Grandma. Grandma was somebody that she would buy records and stuff, and albums. Thank you, Kit Kat. I wish I had me a Kit Kat. Kit Kat's my favorite. And Reese cups. Oh, y'all, we used to play them albums. You won't believe what my favorite she had was. She had a Elvis album live at Madison Square Garden. And man, I've listened to that thing so many times. Hey, y'all, I'm enjoying Tammy being home. I hope that that she's not disappointed. Hey, we not having no rock and roll party every day. We watch little TV and talk. And I said, girl, won't you put us some hamburgers on and put them in gravy and let them simmer while you're outside cleaning up? She said, all right. That's what we ate. Hamburger and gravy and rice. That makes you good looking. We are all enjoying seeing her rested and laughing. Yes, hey, that was rough on her, y'all, when she working. Oh man, I don't think I could have done it, y'all. I used to work hard and everything, but that's a long time ago. When I worked so hard. I would hate to follow in Tammy's shoes. I think her retirement was the best for y'all both. Yeah, me too. I know, if you wait till some certain age, you get more money. But I think you get more money anyway when you get to that age. You know what I'm talking? I think you do. I ain't. I kind of just let Tammy handle that. I asked her some questions, stuff here and there, and a little bit of stuff, that I thought was important. Here's Tammy in the camper. Me and they're aggravating her. She don't. When she's trying to do something, y'all. She don't. She ain't crazy about you aggravating her, when she's trying to do something. Look at them boots I bought her for Christmas. She done about wore them things out, y'all. You can tell her hair's a lot thicker right there. I imagine no doubt she's misses her co-workers, but I bet she's glad to be. You're exactly right. But she still talks to some of them and stuff. You know what I noticed? It's near about all men that miss her. It's the men, that's calling her and stuff. How you doing? Money means nothing if you are beat down and exhausted. Yeah. Well, we ain't even talking about much money. We talking about enough to pay the bills. Alona. Me and Tammy ain't got no money. We got enough to pay the bills. I'm still kind of waiting to see how this, how this, this getting a check thing once a month is going to be. Like we ain't seen one yet. They make it go a month, and don't get nothing. But there's a lot of little them people, the 401k people, the IRA, all that stuff is like a certain amount rigged, y'all. So they say they finally come up with a amount she's gonna get every month, and they said you can get this amount before your money's gone. If the IRA don't make no money, the IRA, they invest that money, or you can invest it yourself. I mean that, she told me you could get it out and invest it yourself, but it's better like to let the professionals do it. But so I figured it up. I said, Tammy, I said, man, like in 20 years, that money will be double. She said, you think so? I said, yeah, I think so. Because I kind of keep up with the stock market. Y'all know how it does. And, I mean, you know, probably a lot of y'all don't know it, but the stock market's taking off like a rocket ship right now, y'all. Everything's going up. The stock market's going up like record highs. And the man ain't even through doing them tears yet, but whenever they get all that settled and everything. And I was watching a video the other day, y'all. And if you are over 65, I forgot what you call it. But if you're over 65, you're going to get a $6,000 check. And if you and your husband is over 65, you're going to get $12,000. And that's true, y'all. I watched it. Man made a video about it, and then there's actually more than that. There's different categories. But yeah, if you and your husband are over 6,000, you're gonna get $12,000. And it's in what they calling that big beautiful bill. It's in there. The Democrats is raising saying about it because Mr. T is being real successful, and they don't want him to be. They want him to miserably fail. He ain't. Here's my live, there you go. Let me find something else for y'all. You know, I don't know if you call it tax credit or what you call it, but they fitting to be doing that, you know. You get up here where I can see. I say I keep up with a pretty good bit of this stuff, you know. Hey, Barney. Sylvia, I think I spoke to you. And you know, something else kind of important that you know y'all might not really realize. That don't mean everybody, you know, but they got interest rates high. So the housing is not doing good, you know, because I mean, if you know, I mean, people that buy new houses is pretty well, you know, the younger crowd, you know. Hello there, classical garden. How you doing? From Michigan. Michigan is a great place, I can tell you that. Everybody thinks it's cold all the time, but it ain't. Look, Michigan's a beautiful place, y'all. So what was I saying, y'all? Oh yeah, that the man that is in there that controls the, you know, the interest rates, he's keeping them high. And I mean, somebody might be paying him. He's in there trying to mess Mr. T up. And he's holding the United States back. I see when people start buying houses, they'll be getting their roof done and they'll be painting and buying lawnmowers and people will be building houses. The stores will start flourishing. And that's what it takes to make the economy tick, you know. But that man is holding the interest rates real high and everybody's you know what I mean, but people's holding off. Stephen probably saved $20,000 if he would have built that house, you know, sooner or later than when he done it. Probably, I mean, I've thought about it, probably about $20,000. But whenever they lower that interest rate, Donald Trump wants to get rid of him. He wants to fire him and get somebody in there that'll lower the interest rates. That's when you borrow money. That's credit card debt stuff. When that goes down, everything will go down and people will start spending money. And then you watch the stock market then. That's my little red truck there, y'all. That's what I drive all the time. Well, y'all, things is gonna get better, you know. And I think I told y'all the other day, but there's uh no tax on tips, and there's supposed to be no tax on Social Security, and no tax on overtime. That's what's in that big beautiful bill, you know. All these swamp rats don't like Trump. Yep, exactly right. But yeah, they gonna yeah, that's right, Alona. Uh, no tax on overtime. But I asked Tammy, I said, no tax on Social Security. I said, you reckon they talking about like where you pay it in? Where there ain't no tax on where you pay in every month, you know, people that work. And she said that there's no tax on, she said, it's all of it. I said, so the Social Security we get is going to be more money? She said, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I don't hardly see how they can, well, they could do it. They could do it. Much money as they have going out of the country, they could easily do it, you know. Like the money they throw away is mind-boggling. Hey, T Sleeper. I heard T Sleeper one day. She was talking with y'all, and it's a bunch of the girls on there talking, and Stephen was over there. I remember Stephen was over there at Chris's. Chris doing some concrete work. The girls got to talking about bras and stuff. And T Sleeper said, I doing a video without mine. And I was watching. I said, oh, hold on there. I better go over there and look at that. You barely could tell it though, you know. All the women was on there cutting up and stuff, you know. It's just one of them days where they was all in there cutting up, you know. Well, I was watching them, doing that concrete work over there at Chris's. Y'all, most to try to get on here and have a good time. We had some fun times on here, yeah. Yeah, y'all was, I didn't ever make a comment, but y'all was just cutting up on her. I guess women do that sometimes. You reckon? Imagine that, a woman getting on here and having a good time. You're so honorary, but we love your honesty and being so candid. Yep. That's bad when she's making them dolls. I mean, she still might be doing it. She sent Grandma one. I'm gonna say something, y'all. Last night the Sam wasn't working on here. I'm gonna try it today. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second and turn this on and see if y'all can hear it. Box when they was delivered, and we fixed them today. So we going to. I mean, every time I take my boat out, I break down, and we figured out what was wrong. I got a solenoid coil pack on my motor, so when it's cold, it'll crank up and run, and when it gets hot, it quits firing. So my boat has been breaking down for a year. Really a year. Every time I go out, it breaks down. We going to Mason. We're going to see if it's fixed.
Hey, we got 30 and 12 lights.
I'm a dumb man. I didn't bring a fishing pole on purpose.
Hey, y'all. I didn't bring a fishing pole nor a fishing license because they expired. We're just going to ride and check out the boats. So, I get to do my life with us riding and checking out the boats. I heard the concert went good last night, but I had to go to sleep. I had to be at work at 5 o'clock this morning. Hey, y'all don't forget the dogs come on at 7 tonight now. We got to watch them. Go dogs. Hey everybody, I can't keep holding this like this. I got to prop my arm up, so hold on. I might not be real stable with it. We got Cool Hand Luke behind us.
Look, I got to go get fuel. Will you get me a bag when you get yours? Well, I just didn't want to say, but yeah, that's what I'm. So could y'all hear that? Okay. Yeah, I had to change a setting there. Hey, we've been on here a pretty good little while. I think we get out of here. Man, let me tell y'all a couple of things before I get out. But Steven's fishing. Should have a live tomorrow. But I mean, I don't know that. When I talk to him, he act like he's kind of ready to come on back. And, but, I don't know what he's going to do. But I like to watch him fish, and I wish he'd do the video vertical, horizontal. When he's doing, like if he's just sitting there talking, I don't mind it too much. But if he's, like fishing and stuff like that, working in the yard and stuff, I'd rather watch horizontal. And up there, Tammy got a super chat, I reckon. And Tammy and Grandma will be on them all night. I'll probably be in there with them. They like for me to get on there with them. They like for me to get on there with them. We got a few super chats tonight. I want to tell them sweet people to thank you for the super chats. And it means you care, And we like, oh, okay. I understand what T Sleepers is saying there now. We like you on there. Yeah. I really try to not to try to talk too much. But, Grandma's always, like drawing me in, And, anyway, it's, I don't know. But it seemed like I talk too much. To me, it seems like I talk too much for Tammy's and Grandma's video. I want to thank all the chatters. Hey, anybody's welcome in here. The usual crowd is welcome. And the people that ain't the usual crowd is welcome, as long as they in here acting right. We're gonna keep it rated PG, y'all. I mean, or G. Might not even be PG. PG's with a little lightweight cuss, and we ain't gonna try to do that. I especially want to thank the silent viewers, The silent viewers is what determines that average view duration. Now, see, y'all are in here 100%. The chatters in here 100%. 100%. It's the people that, the silent viewers, It means a lot. You keep the conversation going, Danny. I do try to do that. Silver. Yeah, if it gets a little, if Tammy and Grandma hear a little dip, I'll try to, regenerate something, But, yeah, y'all, the silent viewers, will make you or break you, your channel. Oh, we don't want to forget to tell the silent viewers thank you. And there's a lot of real good silent viewers, y'all. We We hear from them. They don't want nobody, they don't want to be famous. They just, you know, they mostly talk to Tammy, in the letter or something other. But they do me too, Uh, and there's more of them than you would think. I bet at one time, every one of you used to be silent viewers. How about that, y'all? You're a good one, Danny. Oh, you are. Hey, thank you, tea sleepers. I agree 100%, Miss Michelle. It's fun when you're on there. Yeah. Hey, y'all, Tammy and Grandma think I'm constantly messing up, saying too much. Yes, I was 2 years. Yeah. Hey, y'all, every one of us was used to be silent viewers. Sure did. And there's people, that you would think they just come in, just chatting. They actually done been in there a few minutes and get in there and see what's happening first before they put their name in there. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm mostly silent. Yeah, I remember you though, Sylvia. You ain't real bad about being silent. Because I've seen you on here quite a few times. Hey, I want to tell y'all, we'll do it again. And we get on here. When I get a whole new group of good things to say, I'll get on here. And I'm in the mood. Tammy done went to bed on me. But, hey, we'll do it again, y'all. And, we're going to be doing it again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Maybe Stephen will have us a video in the morning. We all go over there and watch him. I watch a lot, but I don't comment much, brother. Hey, there's a lot of people like that drummer, son. You don't always, hey, thank you, Tara. Tara. Uh, you know, hey, we don't always feel like chatting. Hey, sometimes we just want to watch and be lazy, I reckon. And sometimes you want to get on there and have a good time. Let your hair down. And we have done that a few times, let me go. I want to tell y'all I appreciate y'all very much. It don't go unnoticed. We appreciate y'all very much. Grandma does. Grandma can't hardly get over it. Tammy appreciates it. Stephen. We all appreciate everything. And it's like, it's not like it's nothing. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all. I didn't have, I just don't know if I'd do it, if I was talking to 10 people. I'm going to be honest with you. And when I get on here like this right here, y'all, it's not about making money. It's not about making money. This video right here might make $10. The super chat is what makes a difference. But I'm just saying, if you could make $40 every time you went live, in a month, it'll add up a little bit, But Stephen wasn't lying to y'all. Like he talking about make $8. Hey, sometimes we make $8 on a video. Well, you have to kind of like it a little bit. All right, Karen Ritter. Okay, y'all. Hey, we appreciate y'all more than you ever know. We appreciate you. We'll see y'all later. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.